Hi, I'm Katie Ottleman, Director of Content and Communications with the Rochester Downtown Alliance, here to bring you another feature in our Community Spotlight series. They highlight a different person or group making an impact, collaborating with their neighbors, and innovating as Rochester responds to COVID-19. Overall, these features are meant to offer uplifting messages about the positive things happening in our downtown Rochester community. Let's take a look at the latest Community Spotlight feature.
Hi, my name's Kim Norton. I'm Mayor of the City of Rochester. I'm here to talk a little bit about our warming center, our now warming and day center, which is our solution for providing a safe environment for the homeless in our community. We worked with the county and other partners to open a warming center. And so we quickly renovated a building across the street from the city county government center. Catholic Charities graciously volunteered to take over the providing volunteers and staffing that program. But as COVID-19 hit and we realized that we had individuals far too close together, the shelter housed 30 individuals and they were bunk bedded, 30 in a very, very small room. And so we decided that that wasn't any longer appropriate and we needed to make some changes to that. So we did, in fact, work with the Mayo Civic Center to see if we couldn't start a day and night center that had appropriate daytime spacing for individuals so that people could distance, have that physical and social distancing we talk about during the day, but also be able to stay in the same facility in the evenings. Mayo Civic Center unfortunately had to be closed down as a result of the COVID-19 epidemic. Which of course meant that our wonderful, beautiful facility could no longer house musical events or conventions. And so it was an obvious place to look. And frankly, it has a number of rooms. Along with showering and restroom facilities that allowed us to just cordon off a portion of the Civic Center and make that available to our unsheltered homeless. We've been really fortunate in Rochester to have a plethora of nonprofit organizations, some of which, like Catholic Charities, who ran the warming center at night, complement those services, such as the Salvation Army, the Landing, as I mentioned, our library and city staff. Some of our restaurateurs have, and really a number of area restaurants have provided food for our homeless population for 3 meals a day. So this has been, I'm really proud of our community. It really steps up when there's a need, and area businesses and nonprofits both have been a part of us solving this during the COVID-19 crisis.
Welcome to Community Spotlight series. Today we're on with Joe from Experience Rochester and Mayo Civic Center. Thank you for taking the time, Joe.
Oh, thank you for taking the time. It's actually nice to see a person with all this social distancing, though it's virtual. I do appreciate getting to talk with you. So
I hear you. Yeah, it definitely breaks up the day when you actually get to talk to somebody.
That's true, for sure.
Let's start with how the Mayo Civic Center has a new normal and is helping the community through this time of COVID-19.
Sure. Well, first of all, we actually, our first new normal was closing up shop. We actually had, with the governor's recommendations and then groups calling us, between both of those, we ended up having 0 events scheduled through April 30th. And then we worked with the city and now the county to actually host our folks that are most in need in our community. We have a homeless day shelter that is run by the city and the library staff in particular, along with some team members from other departments. And then that goes from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. is the warming center that, of course, is run by the county. I think they're getting some help from Catholic Charities, or actually I know they are, quite a bit of substantial help from Catholic Charities and other volunteers. We are making sure the building's operating, that it's warm, that it's safe, that it's clean. And we're taking every precaution to take care of everybody that's in the building. For us, I mean, this is, when we say that, the Civic Center, right? This is the community center, and even it would be if it was, named just a convention center. I mean, we certainly feel a big tie to our community, so it was a logical step for us to just step in and do what we could to help. We were working with Olmsted Public Health, with Mayo Clinic, and Olmsted County, just to make sure that if there is a greater need for the other space here, we'll be able to respond accordingly.
Right, absolutely. And that is a big task to undertake. So how is it that you find the motivation to kind of persevere amid everything that's going on?
Well, one for me, I mean, I would say any true hospitality person, we really like this element of serving, and so there's a part of us that you see guests in the building and you can almost read that they need something. And right now our community needs something and you can certainly read it. I can't do, I'm not a respiratory therapist. I'm not a doctor that can help some of these individuals that will come down with COVID-19. But we can step up to the plate to give service to those in need that are here. And I've said in some ways to my family that the further apart we're all meant to, right now meant to be, the closer we're growing back together.
Absolutely. So you did kind of mention that that was your positive thought. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with everyone during this time?
Well, I'd like people to come out. I know that I say come out, and I say safely come out. If you're going for a walk, or you're downtown, or you're taking a drive, make sure you drive by our building, because we lit up the upstairs lobby in a nice blue hue. We saw that the Plumber building had done that at Mayo Clinic, and we just thought this was a really great way for us to show our support for our healthcare heroes, and also for the hospitality industry that's been impacted. We're a real big part of the hospitality industry, and we want to make sure that all those partners come back stronger than ever. Come down and take a look at our building, and there's a message of hope there along the river. I would just like to tell everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home. Whatever anyone tells you to do, then they're a health expert. Please do it. We really want to see you together on the other side of this. We want all of us to be healthy so we can celebrate and remember this time is just a really difficult time, but a time where we all grew back together and Rochester really unified under one mission, that we are all in this together.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Joe. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you. Be well and stay safe.
Too. Thank you.